Indianapolis. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line. First play and a first pass for Cousins. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Cowboys are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Ready. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Young will set to throw. Swinging this out for Pollard. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe him.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. Well, Charles, it's early, but that's a key 3rd down conversion. Remember, they forced the turnover on the opening drive. Now they're in a position where they look like they'll at least get 3 out of this.
A great example of complementary football if they're able to cash this in, isn't it, partner? Because defense does this job, takes it away, turns over the offense. Here's pick up a nice first down there. Maybe it's time to think about taking a shot at the end zone, because it looks like the field goal is almost assured.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Young going to move him around. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Cowboys use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And the fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
You look at this Cowboy defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Now Cousins. It's brought in by Harris. Into space at the 45. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. 22 yards there, a first down.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Cousins now from the 50. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. The Vikings at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
On second down, Cousins again. And incomplete on the deep ball. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll throw again. Cousins eluding the pressure right. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Vikings. CeeDee Lamb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight, and that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
Young looks to throw on first down. He'll hit his man on the bubble screen, complete.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Yellow.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Ready?
It's Young on first down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words every time we hear that. things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough.
This is caught at the 20. Touchdown. C.D. Lamb. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a third down coming up.
Okay, ready?
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Ready?
Young off the bootleg. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Second down, Pollard again. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 53 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Young here, you can see, changing the play.
Check, pink.
Pollard, he'll take it up the gut. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. A give to Pollard, running left. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable. You know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And they call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up fourth down.
To me, this is a case of if you're not getting the ball, you've got to do your job and block for that guy who is, because there really wasn't much there. And, boy, the defense took advantage with that loss.
And the defense, they were just locked in there on third. They had more guys than they could block.
That's dumped off to Pollard.
And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Cowboys here unable to convert on fourth down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second and a yard.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Jefferson has his first catch. He also has a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 13 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Listen to me. What's up?
Cousins on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Receiver. What's up?
A second down throw for Cousins. Looking right sideline, that's complete. Touchdown, Vikings! Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon.
And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
He will return this from deep in
his own territory. Coughs up the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Off the play fake, Young.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That bumps us up to a 3-possession game here, and only in the second quarter, Charles. They're trying to put this game out of reach before we even hit the locker rooms for intermission.
What's even tougher is making up 3 possessions against a defense that can make impact plays like this. They don't have this game wrapped up quite yet, but 2 picks already, 1 to the house. I think it's fair to say they're headed in the right direction.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
feels like they're getting caught in between here because any incompletions on first and second down, now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Young on third down. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. Cousins now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working out of the gun, Cousins.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
Here we go.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Ready?
Following the interception, Young flush to his right. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
43 rail.
On second down, Young again.
Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
He finds his man, Pollard.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Young, he's going to change it up.
Ready.
They'll run with Pollard.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Second and goal from the 1.
Pollard is in. Touchdown, Dallas.
Gay is on for the point after. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And he's got this to Jefferson. And the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Hey, no, easy.
Cousins now to throw on first down. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Vikings. C.D. Lamb his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings will extend their lead here just before halftime.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Yellow, Lonnie. Ready?
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On 2nd down, Young. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
83 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Ready?
1st down, and it's Pollard again.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
2nd down, Young. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Blue check. Ready.
Now a give here to Pollard. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Now Young going to move him around.
On the draw, it's Pollard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
This will be caught at about the 6. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Young to throw on 4th. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now. And I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18.
All right, here we go.
To throw, Cousins.
It's Najee Harris now on back-to-back plays with a catch.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Throwing is Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
He's on his way.
And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Cowboys get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think that might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes us forward for about 6. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
Not in any rush offensively. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. inside. That's caught by Lamb. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call. And they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Here we go on 4th down. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and minicamps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
They're a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On 3rd down, they're going to run. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this